Okay, this lab is called Conglomerate Stew. It explains how we get siltstone, sandstone, and conglomerate rock out of a water environment. Jasper, I'd like you to touch that white rock and tell me if it's slippery and smooth or rough and gritty.
Well, kind of a little rough, but still smooth all the same.
Mostly slippery, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony, would you put your finger on that red rock and tell me if it feels like a little bit like sandpaper or grit, or if it's smooth like fine Egyptian linens? What's it feel like?
Both smooth and kind of gritty.
Both smooth. Okay, Jacob, and finally, if you take a look at your gray rock, what do you have there?
Chunky.
Chunky and lots of big pieces, right? Looks like a piece of concrete. Okay, Natalie, very quickly, open up your bag. You have a bag full of sediment. Sediment is just broken pieces of rock that's washed out. It could be all different sizes. What size would you say that you have? Very fine, medium, or coarse and chunky monkey?
Coarse and chunky monkey.
Okay, son, what do you have in your bag there? Stick your fingers in there. What's it feel like? Is it kind of sandy and gritty, or is it really smooth and silky?
It's like fine and silky.
Fine and silky, that's kind of clay. And finally, what do you have in your bag?
Really smooth and silky sand.
Smooth and silky sand. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a bottle of water. This is our lake bed. We're going to put a funnel in it. Go ahead and add about 1/3 of your bag of sand. And it's going to go down into the water. And this is a little bit more. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Big storm. Lots of inner tubes. People getting washed out to sea. Thank you. That's good. Okay. Now you can see that the sand is suspended in the water. Now, son, go ahead and add some of your sediment. And you have clay, which is a very, very fine particle.
It's kind
Now-
of stuck in.
That's okay. Just give it a tap with the funnel. Just bonk it a little bit. Stick your finger in there.
I see something.
There we go. Keep it going. You're doing great. Okay, perfect. Add a little bit more. And you can see that the sediment is staying suspended in the water. When you have mud and sand and clay carried downstream in a river, it gets tumbled and bumped and gurgled. When the river finally slows down, okay, that's good, son, and then pass that to Natalie. And Natalie, go ahead and add your chunky monkey to that if you would, please. There we go. And it might be easier just to take the funnel out. I don't know. You tell me. Go ahead and pour it in and give it a shot. Bless you. Now, sometimes the pieces of rocks are really big, like what Natalie has. Sometimes they're smaller, like what Jacob had. And sometimes they're tiny, what son had. Is it completely plugged up?
Yeah.
Go ahead and set the funnel, pass that to son. Son, pass that to me. And go ahead and just start pouring it in there right straight in. And if you make a mess on the table, don't worry, Mrs. Egbert loves messes. No, not that much, but keep going. Okay, Jasper, are you ready?
I guess.
Okay, now slide that over to Jasper. Screw that on really tight. Now, when we have a small mountain stream and it tumbles down out of the mountains, it moves really fast, so grab the top and the bottom and do the big wiggle. Shake it upside down, right side up. Okay, pass it to Anthony. Okay, do the disco two-step Anthony. Come on, shake her up. There we go. Nice, okay. And Jacob, you can do whatever you want, dude. Okay, now set it right in the middle. And what do you predict? Well, first of all, is the water clear or is it muddy?
Muddy.
Muddy. When we come back tomorrow, is it going to be clear or muddy in the top? Clear, because the sediment is going to float to the top or settle in the bottom. Okay, what settles first, the heaviest or the lightest? The heaviest. What settles next, medium or lightest? And what's on the top, lightest or heaviest? Lightest, okay. So when sedimentologists look at rock layers, they can tell how fast the water was moving, how deep the lake was, and the size of particles tell the environment that the rock was created in.